Hello, everybody. We are on location. This is Plus One News and Review. We are in the Contemporary Temple of Isis. We are talking to Brenda Young. She has written an amazing book called The Divine Shift, and I have decided that Plus One News and Review is going to go on location, and we are going to be talking to a variety of people who are here to expand your mind. They're here to expand your consciousness. They're here to send us really into the new paradigm. And help us and guide us a little bit so that we know how it is that we're going to be living in this wonderful new earth that we are in fact creating with our consciousness. Brenda is also going to be doing her own lengthier interviews, which you'll be able to see on other websites, which she'll tell you about. Today, what we want to talk about is the original subject. So the original subject is creation, and another way that Brenda refers to herself is as the creatress, and this is where we are. We are in the era of the divine feminine. So this is your brain, and right now I am going to switch that up, and this is your brain on Brenda. Okay, Brenda, I was wondering if you could talk to us a little bit about how the original human culture, which we sometimes refer to as Atlantis or Mu or Lemuria, I was wondering if you could just give us some thoughts on that subject.
So you know that none of this is rehearsed, right? So I don't know.
Life is real. This is a test. No, it's not.
So what you're asking me is about Lemuria, Mu, Atlantis. And it's interesting that you asked me about that because this goes back to our last interview about trusting your own inner guidance system. So how would Brenda, the personality, possibly know about that kind of a question? The answer to that is going inside and accessing. Really, we have an internet in ourselves. The internet is modeled off of our birthright of being able to tap into a unified field. And this is where we can call in past life memories.
When you say unified field, what I'd like to do is I would like to point out that this unified field that she's speaking about is also echoed by our physicists and by our quantum scientists. Go ahead.
So this unified field is really the same repository of information, if you will, that Einstein tapped into. So when I was writing my book, I'll say God, Creator, why are you picking me? And the answer would be, I'm not interested in your brain, on Brenda. I'm interested in your heart, because that's my telephone line. And
that's true. They say also, I don't mean to interrupt, but you may have noticed I am of South Asian heritage, and all we do is talk over each other and interrupt. What is another thing that we are hearing, and it's a new thing, and that is that the heart is the new brain. Go ahead.
Oh, sure, and the Heart Math Institute can, scientifically prove that the heart is the largest energetic field, expansion or pulse in the whole human body. So
while we're what I'm trying to do here today is I am trying to pull the information that comes to you shamanically with the information that is happening in the labs. Now I mentioned quantum scientists or quantum physicists, and one of the most famous experiments that happened to bring quantum science to the forefront was when they noticed that the scientists observing quantum or atomic particles at a very small level, that scientist was actually affecting the outcome, and later they found that it was the pulsation from the heart. It was those electromagnetic fields that we're
Sure.
making that difference.
Well, sure. I mean, the heart's formed first. I believe any doctor can corroborate that, and then the brain's formed. So what informs the heart to beat if the brain's not already there? And the answer is that our heart has a brain and intelligence. And so, I mean, that's the essence of it, right?
And that is the essence of it. So we are going to be back. We're going to be back with your brain. We are going to kind of cut it off at the top, lift it off, turn it upside down, and put your brain on Brenda. What we learned today is your heart is smart. We'll be back again with +1 News. Thank you so much for joining us.